My wife doesn't want to work on our marriage. My name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. I'm going to try to give you some perspective, some things to think about so that you're not just going, what's going on? Obviously, your marriage isn't working, and there's a lot of reasons why. There's an overall reason too. The overall reason isn't your fault. It's because we don't learn in our society anything about marriage. We don't learn real things about the other gender. We don't learn about ourselves. And so we kind of go into marriage with a very high probability of unhappiness. And the statistics show over 50% of marriages fail. So clearly, as a society, we don't know what we're doing. Now, here you are, you're stuck, and you're going, what happened? Clearly, you would know what happened if you understood more about marriage, which you don't. So here I'm going to give you a binary visual from our point of view, having the experience of thousands of clients over the years. So you're at a juncture, and the juncture is either you are able to work on your marriage, you yourself, and heal it, you yourself, or you're asking this question because your wife has pretty much said it's over, and you're desperately wanting her to work on the marriage and she refuses. Those are two possibilities. In the first possibility, there is the ability, fairly strong, there is the ability to bring your marriage back, not even back because it never really functioned well, but bring it to a place where it will function well. And you're in the minority. Most men do not reach out at that point where they think things are shaky, and so they want to learn what they can do, and they're frustrated because they have heard that it takes two to heal a marriage. So it does not take two to heal a marriage, but it does take one, and if you're a man, it only will work, candidly, it only will work if you're not sliding towards divorce, or if she hasn't already brought down the hammer and said, I want a divorce. So the other side is she wants a divorce. She's done. And you're going, whoa, what happened? Let's work on our marriage. And she's going, it's too late. From our experience, and I've trained many therapists, so I guess I've talked to hundreds of therapists. And this topic is not an unusual topic. It's a common topic. And although some therapists will say, well, let's see what we can do, those therapists are really saying, come on in, I can use the money. Because the chances of saving the marriage in those situations are very slim. In over 20 years, I have not experienced any marriages that have come back together once the wife has said it's over. Now, it's not true when the man leaves, ironically, from the perspective of just looking at things. If a man leaves or is ready to leave, oftentimes the woman can save the marriage. Men are simpler creatures. Women are very complex. One of the main aspects of this is that is important to you is that the woman leaves with her heart. At this point, everything that you do, if she's called it over, everything that you do will push her further away and reduce any chance you might have had to have your marriage back. If you have children, it's very important for you to start learning how to be married, even though it's coming to an end, because you still want to have a great relationship with your children, and you want to have a good relationship with who will become your ex-wife. So this may not feel good to hear this, but I'm really not someone who likes to play games with people. I don't pander to people. I'm not in this for the money. And in fact, when I used to meet with men individually, I would almost always meet with a man in a public place because they get mad. They don't like to hear the truth until after they think about it. So meeting in a public place helped them control their anger somewhat. So that's the reality. Now, let's go back. If you are in that minority where there's hope for your marriage because she hasn't called it quits, what should you do? What you should do is you should take the course we have for men, which covers everything, but it's really focused. It's a self-improvement course that is within the context of marriage. So you're working on yourself, which is critical to work on yourself. Most people don't work on themselves at all in their whole life. They're born, they go to school, they get a job, they chill, they veg, they die. That's not what we're designed for. We're evolutionary creatures. And what we are designed for is to achieve happiness, true happiness, which only comes from learning how to love unconditionally. So the self-help program we have called the Course for Men is all about achieving happiness, about bringing yourself under your control, learning how to control your mind, starting to see your habits, your instincts, your inner behaviors, your reactions as not you, but as something you have control over and that you can modify and should modify for the purpose of achieving happiness, joy. So you should take that course. Some men try to go a little cheap. They go, well, look, all I want to know is this. All I want to know is that. That's not what we do. We help you do a remake of how you see life, how you see marriage, how you see your wife, your family, in order for you to be successful in life, which again is about happiness. Do I look happy? I actually am, but I get a little bit intense when I'm talking to men, obviously. It's a natural biological thing, which you would learn about. So I think I've given you the information you were looking for, whether you like it or not. It is truthful, it's based on principles, it's based on scientific research regarding biology, psychophysiology, etc. Like this, helps. Leave a comment if you want. Please don't be sarcastic. But if you're genuine, leave a comment, share this, and subscribe. Subscribe, regardless of where you are in your path of life, you can use more information about marriage. So subscribe to these videos and get that. All right. God bless. Bless you. Bless your wife. Bless your family. And I truly hope this was helpful.